Everyone talks about building SaaS, but what does it really take? Imagine you are building a Twitch-like platform. Real-time streaming, chats, followers, memberships, payments. Not a demo, not a tutorial project, a real product. One that people use, pay for, depend on. Most developers only see one layer of the puzzle. But to build a complete SaaS from scratch, you need more than just code. Research, system design, user stories, project management, architecture, UI UX, backend, front-end DevOps, CI/CD pipeline, deployment, company formation, and many more. Most courses skip all of these. They give you one big bloated Next.js app that doesn't scale. We are building a SaaS factory framework from scratch. Your complete blueprint to become a true full-stack product engineer from whiteboard to worldwide. This is the only SaaS course you will ever need.
I need you to trust me. One last time.
This course is a part of my premium course where I would show everything from research to system design, user story, UI UX, complete full stack development, deployment, company formation, and launch. If you don't want that, it is fine as well, because we would build everything from scratch. I would give all the necessary assets required to finish this course from the very beginning to the end. Of course, we would see the final product. However, before jumping into the demo, I want to show you the architecture and technologies behind this course. We would have two separate projects, one for the front end, another for the back end. This gives a fail-proof way to scale your project ecosystem. We would have LiveKit. So this is like the backbone of our streaming service. And then, of course, our backend would be Nest.js. And we would use the latest version 11. And then Express 5. Nest actually uses Express under the hood. So we would use that, and especially the version 5. Then for the database, we are using PostgreSQL. And to manage the ORM and everything, we are using Prisma. Of course, our API would be GraphQL based. It's not the traditional REST API. It would be GraphQL API. Of course, we would use the Redis for our session-based authentication system, and also rate limiting and throttling services. We would use Stripe for our premium membership management. Everything would be built on top of Docker container. We would deploy our application to AWS. We are using their services. To upload our assets and the images, thumbnails, profile pictures, and everything, we are using Amazon S3. For the notification service, we would use the Discord API alongside with Telegram API. So basically, we would have two different notification services. And of course, there is another built-in notification service, which is the app notification. To design our emails, we would use React Email. To test our emails, we would use Mailtrap. On the front end, of course, we are using the Next.js. We would use the React version 19. TypeScript is very important for us because both the Nest.js and Next.js React actually using TypeScript. So basically TypeScript everywhere for us. Then we would use the Apollo GraphQL to manage our mutations, queries, and subscriptions. We would use the GraphQL code chain to automatically generate the necessary types and functions for our frontend. We'd use the shared CN, especially their new project way. To design everything, we would use Tailor and CSS. Shared CN is using Tailor and CSS, especially the version 4. We would have internationalization for our application. So to support that, we would use Next I18L. We don't have that much state management, but some of the places we are using JustStand. To showcase the chat and some other areas in real time, we are using WebSocket. Our front-end bundler would be Bun, because why not? This is, I think, really trending nowadays, and I think this is really fast. We wouldn't use the traditional ESLint and a prettier way. We would use the outside on our Next.js application, and that would give us really fast Rust-based formatting and linting. And of course, Ultraside is using Biome, so we would configure Biome with Ultraside to have our, the best tool chain possible. We would use Sentry to track the bugs and issues on the production. If there is any bugs and issues, how you would collect them, right? And for that, we would use Sentry. Then finally, to generate this documentation, the API documentation automatically, we are using Compodoc. I know tracking all these links would be a nightmare, and that's why I created a collection on Kuikmark so that I can share my bookmarks with you, all of you guys. You would find this link maybe in the description below. And here I would add all the links and all the resources that are used throughout this course, and you would find from here. Just click on this. Okay, here you go. Now let's dive into the product itself to see in action. Before doing that, I'm going to test whether my backend is working or not. And of course, the backend is built with Nest.js, and I have GraphQL set up and this beautiful landing page that we would build. Here, I can actually click on this GraphQL, and you can see that it's showing me the GraphQL is healthy. That means the status is okay and everything is working as expected. There is no error. I can also check whether the HTTP is working or not. And you can see that the HTTP is working. I can see the database, and database is also healthy. There is no error. And then let's go to the memory, and you can see that I have all the things required for the backend, and everything is working as expected. I can also go to the Apollo sandbox if I want to. So if I click on it, you can see that it's loading up the GraphQL API. And from here, I can actually do my things. You can see that I have the query, I have the mutations, all the queries that we would have for this project, and the subscription. Right now, I have only one subscription, but later in the future, we would add more subscriptions necessary for our project. GraphQL is working as expected, so let's go back. And then I can actually go to the documentation as well. And you can see that I have a nice backend documentation. And from here, I can see all the modules, components, controllers, classes, even interfaces and everything. And from here, I can also see the graph, and you can see pretty much everything from here, and all of they are connected to each other. This is a little bit complicated, but we would build everything during the coding part, so let's just skip for now. But you can see that I have these 33 modules, and if you want to check the detailed diagram for each module, you can do that from here as well. For example, let's say in this auth module, I can go to the auth module, and what are the modules that I have? It has this nice beautiful diagram. I can click on this account module. For example, here you can see that the account module has verification service and account service. I can actually dive deeper into that account service, and you can see all the necessary. This is more like developers oriented, and you can see the classes, the properties, and everything. But you can also see the source code as well if you click on this source, and how the other account service is actually written. So this is a really handy tool for us, and we wouldn't build this, of course, manually. We would use Compodoc to automatically generate the documentation for us from the Nest.js project, and we would see that later in this course as well. Okay, so seems like my backend is working fine. Let's go to the app itself. Here you can see that we have this Vibestrym landing page, and in here you can see the recommended channels, and of course the categories you might like. So I have some random categories and some random channels, but these are not that random, because we would create a small kind of recommendation system to show these channels. And you can see the categories page and all the categories right here. You can see that. And I have this streams page as well. For here, I can see all the streams that are currently live or not. That depends. But from this page, I can go into that stream as well. For example, if I open this John's stream, and you can see that John is offline, so I cannot chat at this time. But I can follow, support, or whatever I can do. And On the left side, you can see I have these recommendations and all the recommended channels for me. For now, this is showing randomly because I'm not logged in. But if I log in, then the recommendations would be that user specific. Here I can search as well. For example, if I search story and hit enter, you can see that the URL changed, search term story, and all the streams that probably contains the word story is actually showing here. So we have this nice search box. That sounds good. And why not we actually log into our system? Click login. You can see this nice login page. And from here, I can type the username. So I'm going to do John, and password is password. Let's log in. And you can see that right now I'm on John's channel. This is the settings page. And from here, you can change your profile picture if you want to. And this is, by the way, we are using Amazon S3 to upload the image. From here, I can change the username, my display name, and something about me. I can definitely do that. I can add more social media. For now, I have just only one, which is YouTube. Then let's see what we have on the account. So on account, I have this email address field that I can change. I can change my passwords. I can enable the OTP. So we would use authenticator application to set that up. Yeah, I will show that to you in a minute. And then there is this danger zone where you can actually delete your account. So basically deactivating your account, and we are storing the data for 7 days. And then there is a cron job on the backend. And here you can see that we are actually running this cron job every day at 1 a.m. And then we are getting the date, and if there is any account that expired like 7 days, then we are getting all these accounts and deleting that from cron service. Okay, so let's get back to our demo. And what we have this appearance tab as well. From this appearance tab, so basically I can toggle that to use white theme or dark theme. And also we have localizations in our application. Right now I have 2 languages, but you can add as many languages as you want. For example, if I switch to Bangla, for example, you can see that all my texts are in Bengali language. Let's go back to English. I can change the accent color as well. For example, if I select green, you can see all these colors, even the button colors and everything. If I go back to the account, you can see that everything is green. If I click blue, and you can see that everything is blue as well. So let's get back to this default theme that I have. And of course, we are using shared CN. And I kind of like copy pasted their theming code from there to here. Let's go to the notifications. So what we have on the notification is we can toggle on and off the site notifications. For example, right here, you can see that we have these notifications pop up. And also we can enable and disable the Telegram notifications. So every time if there is any follower and a new sponsor, a site notification here. And if you enable the Telegram notifications, you would see a Telegram notification there as well. Here you can see that we have a Telegram bot, and from there you can see I have few handy one-click buttons. For example, my subscriptions, view profile, and go to my website. And I can see all the subscribe members that I have and my profile information. And also you can see this notification. So you have got a new follower, that kind of thing. We have Discord notification as well on the course. It's not showing right here right now, but I have a plan to add Discord notification service in this course as well. And the last, we have these sessions. And the sessions is basically where you are actually logging in to the system. Right now you can see this is my current session. I'm using Chrome on my Mac, and I can see the details as well. You can see that I have this device, location, and IP address. This is a dummy IP address. Okay, here you can see that if we are in a dev environment, I'm actually using a static IP. But if we are not, then of course I'm getting the data from the request headers. And that's exactly what we are showing right here. This is pretty neat. And of course, we have some other sessions. For example, if I log in into a different browser, then it would show, or maybe in different devices, all the sessions would show right here as well. And I can actually delete the session from here. And if I delete the session from here, it would logged out from the other device. I mean, where this session is currently logged in. And I can see the details from there as well. Okay. That's pretty good. We are using Redis to store our sessions. For example, here you can see that we have all these cookie data and the metadata for the user's session. I can see other session as well with the different users, and you can see this user has 2 different sessions saved on Redis. Now let's see the user's channel. For example, right here, if I click on this user dropdown, I can click on this my channel. This is my channel. I have 12 followers right now, and some of the informations about my sponsors. So let's see how I can live stream. To do that, you have to go to your settings page, I mean your dashboard page, and from there you can click on this stream keys page. And on the stream keys page, you would have all the instructions. The first step is you have to create the URL and key, and for this we are using LiveKit. We can create our own URL and stream key as well. And then the next step is set up that on the OBS Studio. You have to open that up, and then from the settings page, you can select a custom preset, and from there you can enter the URL and stream key that you would generate from this page. And then just start the streaming. Okay, so let's see how that is done. I can click in this generate keys, and I have 2 different options that I can use to generate the keys. So just generate it. Okay, and if you click on the generate, it would give you the URL and stream key. So I can actually copy this URL and the stream key, of course. And then let's get back to my OBS Studio. Right here you can see, and click on this settings page, and from the settings page, go to the stream. Make sure you select the custom preset or custom service from here, and put the link that you just copied, this one here. And the stream key is actually just copy that and paste that at here as well, and click apply. So it would apply, and then you have to click OK. Now what I can do, I can just click on this start streaming button. So let's wait a little bit, and you can see that I am actually streaming. So let's get back to our channel. So it's actually my channel. If I go to there, and you can see I'm actually streaming. I can toggle on and off the volume. Here I can see the previous chats that I had, and I can of course edit. I can upload a new image for the thumbnail if I want to. I can update the title, category. So just click save. Of course, I can see my followers and the social URLs. And from there, I can actually send a message, hello there. And you can see that I'm getting a message right here. And this is actually using the GraphQL subscription. So this is in real time. And to demonstrate that, what I can do, I can actually log into another browser with another user. And let's see if I can get the message in real time or not. Okay, so from my Safari browser, I logged in as a user NeonFlux. if I go to my streams page, and I can see that John is actually live. So let's click on the John's stream. From here, you can see that I can see John's stream, which is currently my screen. But I can see there are 2 viewers. I'm following John, by the way, and also I'm already a sponsor. Here, I can actually send a message like, "Hello, John." And if I see right here, you can see "Hello, John," which is showing in real time. Let me just send that again. "Hi, how are you?" You can see, "I am fine. Great to see you, man." And you can see it's happening in real time using GraphQL subscription, which uses WebSocket under the hood. Okay, and of course we would see how to develop this from scratch. Here you can see the Neon Flux Telegram account. The John Doe is live right now, so I'm getting the real-time updates as the notifications from Vibestrym into my Telegram account. And here you can see, if I go to the dashboard and account, and not the account, I think the notifications, yes. And you can see that I have both site notifications and Telegram notifications enabled. Okay, so I have some chat specific settings as well. For example, I can enable chat on and off, or I can make that chat followers only. So in that case, only the follower would be able to send me messages. And I can also make premium followers only chat. That means actually the sponsors who already paid me for the premium subscriptions, they would be able to chat on the stream. And of course, I can see all the followers that I have and the date, user, a little bit of action. For now, I can just only see the view channel, but you can do whatever you want. Okay. I can also see my sponsors. For example, you can see the Streamwave who bought like 3 plans, and Neon Flux also have 1 plan. And on the premium page, we can see that I can create more plans. For example, if I create another plan, let's say another plan, this is a cool plan where you would see behind the screen setup. Okay. And I'm going to make the price, I don't know, maybe $40. So let's create that up. And you can see that I have another plan, $40 right here. Okay. So I just logged in using another user, Pixel Pulse, and I can obviously see John is live, his stream. I'm also following, by the way. But what I can do, I can actually support him. So I really like his content and I want to support him. So if I click on this support plan, you can see that John has 3 plans. And here is another plan that John just created with $40. And of course, I can see other plans, but let's say I want to support him with this plan and I want to have a subscription. So let's click on it. And you can see that it's opening up a Stripe checkout page. Okay, so I just filled up with test card information. And if I click subscribe, so let's wait a little bit. And you can see that payment is successful. I am successfully subscribed to John's another plan subscription. I can go back to home or back to my channel. So let's click back to home. And now if I go back to John's account, and here you can see that Pixel Pulse just, purchased another plan. And what I can do, I can actually view Pixel Pulse channel from here as well, but you can obviously add as many actions as you want. For example, send a personal note or a personal thank you email or something like that, or maybe some exclusive content. I don't know. Possibilities are limitless. You can do that from here. But another thing is there is this transactions page. If I go back to Pixel Pulse channel, for example, right here. So Pixel Pulse's transactions page, and here you can see that I have one successful transaction. And here you can see the $40 I just paid, it's showing up on the transactions page as well. Let's enable the two-factor authentication that we have on the account settings page. So you can see right here, I'm actually logged in as Pixel Pulse. Let me go here, and you can see under security settings, let's enable OTP. So enable that. If you click on it, you can see that there is a QR code. And what I can do, I can actually go into my phone, and of course, you can install any authenticator application you want. I'm using Microsoft Authenticator. And from here, just click on this plus button in top right corner. And from there, you can click other. Okay. And now here it is. And if I scroll down at the bottom, you can see that Vibestrym, Pixel Pulse, Vibestrym.com. So this is the authentication that we just added. Okay, so you can see one-time password right here. I can just copy that and paste it here, the pin code, and click confirm. And you can see that DOTP authentication actually enabled. Okay, so I can disable that if I want to. But now if I log out, okay, so I just logged out, and let me just log in again with the Pixel Pulse information. And if I log in, and you can see that now I have a OTP page, and I have to enter the pin code. Let me go back to my authenticator. Now let's put that pin right here and click login, and voila, you are logged in. We also have nice email template that we would design from scratch. You can see that like your channel verified, or when you get the verify your email notification, or even the account deactivation. So you can see that it is really beautifully designed, and we would see how to design these using React email. So here it is. I mean, it seems like a basic application, but it's not. There's a lot of things going on under the hood. And one thing I want to show you is that on the backend, we have pretty industry standard best practices set up. And if you see the logs, and you can see that we have a nice logging system, just like, Vercel has, or probably Cloudflare. I mean, they also show these logs on their site if you deploy a Next.js application, for example. This is pretty much it. And there's a lot of other features that I can't even go through in this quick demo. But eventually, lesson by lesson, we build everything and learn a lot of things down the line. A little bit about me. My name is Shamim Hussain, a computer science graduate, senior full stack engineer, tech lead, founder and CTO at Shamscorner LLC, working on this field for almost 10 plus years, learned a lot of things and still learning. And I think I can give to this industry more. And that's why I'm on this teaching journey. So help me out. My goal is to make the best and most complete full stack product development course in the internet. From idea to launch, the entire process. That's why I created this platform, Code with Shamscorner. I'm calling it a SaaS factory framework. The reason is it is like the complete course. For example, the steps you can see: research, inspiration, system design, user story mapping, design process, development, deployment, company formation, and launch and marketing. So it has this whole blueprint that you can follow. For example, take a look into this beautifully written step-by-step guide for a lesson, and you can just follow along, copy paste what you do, but this is like beautifully written and handcrafted by us. And the most important thing is it would act as your local LLM, so you can chat with your course as well, which we are building right now, would be launched pretty soon. And here you can get everything, like everything for this course. I know. This course would be episode based, and I would try to launch the lessons every day for the next couple of months, or maybe that depends on the course length. But if you don't want to wait that long, you want to get all the source code right away. I mean, I'm not just selling source code, the source code bundle. The reason is it has not only the source code, it has the complete system design based workflow, Scrum board, per lessons detailed documentation that you saw earlier, line by line code explanation, AI search, AI chat, diagrams, architecture breakdown, all of these premium access with lifetime access to all the future updates. Okay, we are continuously working pretty hard to make it happen. You would get a course specific private Discord channel as well. There is no subscription. This is just one time payment, and you would get all the future updates, all the lessons that we would add, everything later in the future, and download as many times as you want. I want to give a special tribute to Teacoder for his amazing work on his course. Without of his course, my course wouldn't have been possible at all. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on my next lesson, which we would do the actual development. Till then, happy coding.